Hi, I'm Rob Vanstone. I'm here with Ian Hamilton. We're discussing the Saskatchewan Roughriders' 1910 loss to the Calgary Stampeders, a result that left Saskatchewan with a 1-6 record and maybe some mixed feelings on this team. The defense played a lot better. They were in the game. Not a very exciting game, but they were in it for a longer portion than they were the week before against Calgary. But to quote Led Zeppelin, the song remains the same.
They're still bemoaning the fact that they can't finish. You look at tonight's game, they're trailing 16-10, get down into the Calgary end, have to kick a field goal, which ultimately hits the upright, and then they immediately give up a 60-some yard pass to Simon Campo Charbonneau Campo. My apologies to the Charbonneau-Campo family. Anyway, so, and that sets up the dagger, as it were, with a René Paredes field goal that made this team, you know, ultimately drop its sixth game in 7 outings. You know, moral victories don't count in the standings. I
mean, it's an improvement considering the 4 of their previous losses have been by double digits. Granted, 9 points is flirting with that, but it was a better game. As much as the defense has been excoriated by the critics, hello there,
yeah.
To allow Calgary only 19 points, I think that's highly commendable. But the offense is, in the last 3 games, the Riders have scored 28 points. They've scored only 2 touchdowns. And I'm not sure you can really pin this on Darian Durant. Drop passes, not a lot of protection. You have to run 10 times for 74 yards. The quarterback's part of it, of course, but I think there's other issues on the offense that are really preventing Darian from being able to do everything that he can do.
Yeah, obviously the offensive line and the injuries that it has had. I think tonight was the 2nd straight game that they played with the same unit. Obviously, it didn't get the job done. Durant was under pressure much of the night. I think the biggest problem for this team tonight, or Saturday night, was the fumble. You know, unfortunately, Darian Durant, on one of the running plays that he had, coughed up the ball in Calgary territory, and you know that took points off the board. Granted, they recorded an interception just a couple plays later, but you know, ultimately it didn't produce enough points, as you say.
But I think they're getting there. I don't think there's the same despondency there was after the game in Calgary, after a lot of them this year. So maybe, at least incrementally, they're moving forward. Most nights the Rough Riders aren't going to beat the Calgary Stampeders, but can they hang in there with them? Can they make it a game? I guess they moved a little closer toward doing that. So there's a modicum of progress anyway.
Yep. And we'll see if it continues into next weekend's game against the Hamilton Tiger Cats in Hamilton. For Rob Vanstone, I'm Ian Hamilton. Thanks for joining us.